There's a spelling mismatch. The name sequence differ. Well, Avaral Kumar Agarwal, or maybe just Avaral Agarwal. Some places there are abbreviations or maybe the short forms which are used. Hi guys, welcome back to Italy in Italy, and today we're going to talk about a very important video. And this might be a very small step, but you would understand by the end of the video why it plays a very important role. So as you can see on like the backdrop, there's so much. I found out so many templates. I brought everything together for you so that you can find everything in just one place. So I hope you take the advantage of the video in the platform. So basically, I'm gonna talk about why one and the same certificate is required, along with the acceptable formats, and also from whatever stamps are needed. I'm gonna also cover that. So as you can see, so the one and the same certificate is needed for your DOV or for your visa application. And with one thing which is very important is, if you see, the base should be the passport. So all the documents that you're submitting to be like at the VFS for like either for DOV or for Chimia, they should have exact same name which your passport has. So if they have any other name in the passport, then you need to have the one in the same certificate. And then for whom it is applicable. So if you see, it is applicable to like either the applicant or the sponsor. So if you or your sponsor has some different names, then you should definitely get one of the same certificate. And I'm gonna tell you the consequence if you don't do that also in the video. So one thing is very important is when do you need like the one and the same certificate? When there's a spelling mismatch. Let's say for example, some people have like I'm Avaral Agarwal. So some people have Agarwal AGARWAL and some people have AGRAWAL. In that case, there's a spelling mismatch between the documents, maybe in like income document or maybe like in passport or maybe like in educational documents. So in that case, I would need one and the same certificate. The name sequence differ. So in some people's name, they mention like middle name first, then the first name, then the second name. And for some people, they have like the first name and then middle name and the last name. And there is a mismatch in the educational documents or maybe the financial documents in Aadhaar card, maybe PAN card, maybe some other documents. In that case also you need one and the same certificate. Sometimes they also have the middle the name. Some places like for example Avaral Kumar Agarwal or maybe just Avaral Agarwal. So in case they have somewhere the middle name, somewhere they don't have the middle name, then they should definitely have the one and the same certificate. And the next one is some places there are abbreviations or maybe the short forms which are used. For example, PK Mishra or maybe like PL Agarwal. So in that case, if they're having some abbreviations some places and maybe full names some places, then they should also have one in the same certificate. And last but not the least is, in case some people have father's name also in the in the name. So for example, if I write Avral and then maybe like for example my father's name is Akash, then Avral Akash Agarwal. Some people do like that. And in some places they have only Avral Agarwal, some places like Avral Akash Agarwal. In that case also you need one and the same certificate, confirming that all the names across all your different documents refer to just one person. And now how it is issued. It should be issued by the local Tehsildar, and the local Tehsildar might ask you to like give him an affidavit stating that all the information that you have provided are correct, and also mentioning that okay, your number is this in this document and blah. And he would keep that affidavit and would give you like one and the same certificate. Okay. Now, one thing is very important so far, which I want to bring to your notice. According to like the VFS and the embassy, your basically if your mark sheet, degree, transcripts, or any other name is mismatching, maybe like from passport, like I said, base is passport. In that case, a one and the same certificate should be submitted, and it should be issued by the competent Tehsildar, and affidavits will not be accepted. So I'm gonna tell you like how the one and the same certificate from Tehsildar would look like along with the formats, and also I would show how affidavits look like. And for example, if the Tehsildar is not giving you like the one and the same certificate because of the some or the other reason, or maybe they're busy in the elections, they're outside, then you can go for affidavit. I have also confirmed that affidavits are also accepted if they have like notary, SDM, and also apostille. But still, I would prefer that try using the Tehsildar, because why to take risk when you can do things at like exactly the way they are and exactly the way embassy wants it. Okay, so now I have like basically two methods, one like I said with Tehsildar and one without Tehsildar. And then I'm gonna show you what mistakes people do. So let me show you. This is the one with the Tehsildar. So if you see, basically, this is to certify that the person name and then son of and then he is a resident of maybe the city, and again like the different name. Now this person, son of this, and the resident of this are one and the same person. So it is mentioned that name mentioned in some documents are written as this and in some documents are written as this. So for example, like I said, for someone who don't have a middle name and in some documents they have a middle name, they can write like on some documents they have this, on some documents they have this. And I hereby affirm the facts that the above all the documents are true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. And basically, this is like referring to the same person. He did date, he put place, he did sign for the Tehsildar. This was method number one. Now we have the second method, which is like through the affidavit. So take a 50 rupee stamp paper, put a photograph, put two notary stamps, and then write to whomsoever it may concern, one in the same certificate. You can take a screenshot and then you can show to maybe like the notary person. He would write it down for you and print out along with stamp and sign. So this is to certify that I hereby confirm that the name mentioned in various document, as for example the name son of this, resident of this, as well as then now the second name son of this, resident of this. Also, like maybe someone also have a third name which is also in some document. This person from this residence all refers to single individual. To the best of the knowledge and belief and information, I confirm that the truth of the foregoing details and that this person has signed the document in front of me verifying the names, that all three names, all four names, all two names are referring to the one person. Then there's a signature and then the notary person would also be signing at that particular document. So this was the two methods, with Tehsildar, without Tehsildar. Now another very very important thing is sometimes people make it directly through SDM. So now this is another example. Let me show you. So this is to certify that this person residing as this place, also having the Aadhaar card number this, PAN card number this, driving license number this, and he has also put the income tax assessment years like ITRs, because for as you know, for sponsor we need to put ITR details. So their acknowledgement number are this, and he's also putting his bank statement. So he also mentioned that in his bank statement for account number blah blah blah, and this branch that his name is this, and also in his son's mark sheet the father's name is this, and this board and all of this transcripts issued by this university, and with the enrollment number this, and in this the son's passport issued by the government of India is like this number, are all the same person. And then last is the names this, and all the names that you have basically are refers to single individual. And please this certificate is issued for further education. So now one thing is very very problematic about this certificate is, as you can see, there's a stamp by SDM, and on the stamp of SDM you can see there is this message written: so on before me shall undertake no responsibility of the contents of the document. Now if the SDM puts this stamp, the one and the same certificate is of no use, because if you put into the embassy sees that okay, the person is not taking risk, that means he has blindly signed the documents, that means the document is not accountable. So make sure you try this. At the first place, if it's not happening because the Tehsildar is not available, the Tehsildar can't sign, or maybe he's busy in elections or some of the other reason, then go for the second one. And just avoid the third one where you get this stamp. Otherwise, it would be very, very problematic and all the effort would go into waste. So I hope you understood the three this. You also understood who should be the sponsor, who should be the applicant, and like who needs the one in the same certificate, and also the cases where you need one in the same certificate. Now I'm gonna talk about like announcement which was by VFS. You can see this was an email sent by VFS. They said, "Hi customer, thank you for reaching out to like VFS Global Help Desk. We understand that you would like to know about the documents. So we would like to inform you that there is for one and the same certificate, the customer needs to get in touch with the Tehsildar and there's no specific format." So now some of the students are worried like my Tehsildar is not agreeing for this format, he is giving in some other format. So don't worry at all. All the formats given by Tehsildar are accepted if they convey that all of these different person refers to the same individual. So don't worry about that. That's okay if your Tehsildar makes a different format. But the content, I think the idea, you have already got a fair idea with all the three templates that I have showed you. These are the real life examples which people have used in the visa documents and also have got the visa after that. So don't worry about, the format. And now see another thing, if people don't take, one and the same certificate, then see they have already mentioned, this is the letter of, like, you can see advance notice for refusal. And if you're getting advance notice, most likely you're gonna get rejection, and they have clearly mentioned the information you have provided is unreliable. So if they think that, okay, your passport number has your father's name, and your father's name, the documents that you are putting is a little different, and you have not attached one and the same certificate, that means that person might be someone else. Because as you know, in India, a lot of people have the same name. Like for example, Avral Agarwal, a lot of people might have same name as Avral Agarwal. So they would want, like, the parents name or other name should be exact equal, so that no other person is trying to replicate that person. So this was about the notice if you don't take it seriously. And last but not the least, on whichsoever you get out of the three formats, you should remember to get the notary done first, then the SDM sign, but with no this sign, like so on before me sign, except without that. As you can see, there is without the sign. And last but not the least is the ME apostille. So in case you have trouble getting the notary, SDM and ME apostille, you can get in touch with me. I have already provided my WhatsApp number in the description, and I'll be more than happy to get your documents picked up, get the notary, an SDM and apostille done. All you need to do is to get this document from the local Tehsildar, because it would be made by the local Tehsildar close to your region where you are, staying. So only that Tehsildar would be able to issue this certificate, and this would suffice the purpose. So I hope this video was helpful. And basically, if you have any more questions, you may reach out to me on basically Italy and Italy, and maybe Avaral Agarwal, my Instagram. And you can write to me on this Zola Consultancy Services, zolacs@gmail.com, and scan the QR codes in case you have still more doubts. I will be happy to connect on Google Meet with you to take your individual doubts. And you can join the WhatsApp group where we like interact with each other and get to like solve different queries. So I hope the video was helpful, and now you will be able to successfully proceed for the one and the same certificate. And don't get worried, this is not a very difficult task, but this is a very important task. And I hope you use it for DOV and for your visa, of course, in case your name differs or your sponsor's name differs or your father's name differs. So I hope this video helps, and see you in the next video. Till then, ciao, all the best, and I hope you get a visa as soon as possible, and hope to meet you someday in Italy. Ciao.